Welcome, everybody. This is your Chakra Clear Out for December. It always happens on the first Wednesday of the month at 9 a.m. And if you want to sign up to be alerted when they occur, you can go to charna.com. Otherwise, if you'd like to go at a slower pace and want to see what's been previously recorded, you can go to YouTube. So please remember, not everyone is visual. You can trust what you see if you do see things, and if you don't, just trust that energy follows intention and something is occurring. So it takes time, and this is literally an exercise in practice in learning how to trust yourself. And over time, you will build up that trust in what you're perceiving. So today we're going to review how to run energy and how to call your energy back to yourself, as well as go through each chakra as it relates to a sense of belonging and letting go of old stories. The specific focus of today's meditation is on clearing out old stories and being fully inside yourself in a sense of belonging with yourself so that you can actually invite in external connection. So the deeper your connection is with yourself, the more you'll be able to connect outside of yourself. When we're caught in old stories, we're not being present with ourselves in the present moment. So today is really about practicing, cultivating the ability to be in this present moment. Not all of us have families that we feel supported by or that we had a sense of belonging with. And then we tend to repeat the stories that we heard from them. Or we may even be carrying around inherited ancestral beliefs and experiences of not belonging. And then we repeat them, we cycle through them, unconsciously realizing we're acting out our family's stuff. And we're pack animals, so we want a sense of belonging. If we didn't have a sense of belonging inside our own families, it can be hard to then believe that we can belong in other places, situations, or communities. So what we are going to do today is we get to lay down the stories that no longer serve us, that don't belong to us, and remember who we are. And we're going to do that by grounding in this present moment and mining each chakra, each energy center for belief systems that no longer serve us. So first, keep your eyes open while I trace the path that we are going to be following in terms of how energy runs through the system. So first, if you take your fingers and put them over the tops of your ears, you can take one and put it in the center of your head, and the point at which they meet in the middle of your head, put your attention there. So this is where you're going to be focusing and viewing everything that I'm guiding you through from. Okay. Then the other piece is that energy comes in through the top of the head, runs down the channels of the back, and then it flows up the front line, branches off at the collarbones, flows down the arms, out the hands, out the top of the head, out your tailbone, out your feet. So let's begin. Go ahead and close your eyes. Putting your attention in the center of your head, say your own name to yourself and call your energy back to you. So from wherever you've left it, whomever you've left it with, say, I call my energy back to me, and imagine it consolidates around you in a semi-permeable bubble of protection, an arm's length out above your head, below your feet, side to side, and front to back. It's a semi-permeable bubble that allows in whatever is nourishing to you, and you can release and let go of what no longer serves you. And from the center of your head, putting a dot of golden light in the center of your head to hold your focus. And from there, we're going to draw energy in, down from the sun through the top of your head, flows with each inhale down either side of the spine. As you inhale, you're also drawing energy up through your feet, up your legs, into the bowl of your pelvis. The perfect concoction of earth energy, grounded earth energy, and vibrant solar energy mixes in the bowl of your pelvis and flows up the front of your body, branching off at your collarbones, flowing down your arms and out your hands. It flows up the front of your throat, all the way out the top of your head, and spouts out all around you. As you inhale, you draw energy down from the sun, through your head, down the back of your body, up, grounded energy up through the soles of your feet, up your legs, into the bowl of your pelvis. It mixes together the perfect amount of grounding energy and the perfect amount of energizing energy. Flows up the front of your body, down your arms, out your hands, back down, out your tailbone, out your feet into the earth, and up the front of your body, out the top of your head. So there's a constant cycle of this energy that is bigger than you, that's available to clean out all this old energy that really isn't yours and doesn't belong to you in this present moment. So trust and intend that with each inhale and exhale, this energy is flowing down and up and cleaning back out. So resting your attention in the center of your head, just feel yourself. See if you can guide yourself through one cycle of inhaling the energy and exhaling the energy. And resting your attention in the center of your head, put a drop of light in your first chakra. Imagine if you know where your sits bones are, your pelvic floor, you're sitting on that drop of light. This is your root chakra. And this relates to community, family, home, the collective. So as you put this drop of light there, you put a dumpster outside your bubble of protection. And as you expand that gold, it's going to clear out any thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that relate to community, which could be church, could be institutions, school, jobs, home, ancestors, that interfere with your sense of belonging. What were you told by these communities about yourself? What did you believe based on the stories you inherited from them? And keep expanding the gold and clearing out anything that is not yours. There can be a lot of old wounding in this energy center. Use your breath to expand the gold like you're blowing up a balloon. And just trusting that as the gold expands and anything that needs to leave this center and is ready to leave this center is moving through the semi-permeable boundary out into the dumpster. And once this center is filled with gold, you can go ahead and blow up the dumpster. Turning it to gold dust. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What's not yours gets composted by the universe. Still resting your attention in the center of your head. You have your root chakra filled with gold. Move up to your second, which is a little bit between your hip bones, below your navel. If you have ovaries, it's located in between them. This is your second chakra. It correlates with your ability to fully self-express creatively and sexually. So this also relates to partnership, one-on-one connection. This is how we feel into other people with our second chakra, whether we're conscious of it or not. So there are a lot of belief systems that may live here related to partnership and a sense of belonging inside of partnership. So if you've had a lot of experience of either abuse or rejection, energy may be stored here. And so how do you start to put a drop of gold, put the dumpster outside your bubble of protection, and as you expand the gold, you're moving out thoughts, feelings, and beliefs as they relate to interfering with your ability to really have a sense of belonging with another. Could even be close friends. If you were bullied, it can be really hard to trust. So any story that isn't you in this very present moment, you can invite to leave your system. And it is a potent time to lay down old stories and let them go. So expanding that gold in your second, holding a neutral space in the center of your head. Any stories of feeling broken or dysfunctional, any negative things that have been said by other partners or people that you want to release, just see them moving out of your space now. You might see words, you might see images, you might not see anything, and all of that is okay. With your second filled with gold, go ahead and blow up that dumpster. Turn it to gold dust. Whatever's yours comes back to you. What's not yours gets composted by the universe. Resting your attention in the center of your head, putting a drop of gold in your third, which is your solar plexus between your ribs. Put a dumpster outside your bubble of protection. Your third chakra relates to personal power, alignment with self, walking your talk in the world. And so there are ways that we keep telling ourselves stories that we inherited from our family members or from society about how we're bad in some way. And we don't have a sense of belonging inside ourselves. So clearing out thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that interfere with your ability to be aligned with yourself, to feel that sense of belonging inside yourself, to feel safe inside yourself. The first three chakras, the bottom chakras, all relate to safety and security. So they're pretty big ones, essential ones to clear out. So asking yourself, how can I and where can I experience deeper belonging inside myself? And with your third chakra filled with gold, go ahead and blow up that dumpster, turn it to gold dust. Whatever's yours comes back to you, and the rest gets composted by the universe. So feeling this, taking a moment to pause and feel the bottom three chakras filled with gold. Checking in with your bubble of protection. Being in the center of your head, that neutral space. Putting a drop of gold in your heart center. Your fourth chakra relates to your affinity, your love, your compassion for self and others. So, what thoughts, feelings, and beliefs interfere with your sense of belonging and compassion for yourself and others? What judgments live here? What stories around judging yourself and other people are you ready to let go of? Remembering judgment is often about fear. So if judgment is coming up, you can even ask yourself, what am I afraid of? But just trust as you put the drop of gold in your heart and you have your dumpster outside your bubble, you're expanding the gold. You're moving out thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that interfere with your ability to be in full self-acceptance in a heart-opening, compassionate way. See the gold expanding and moving out anything that no longer serves you. Letting go of judgment that interferes with belonging. And as your heart is filled with gold, blowing up that dumpster, turning it to gold dust, whatever's not yours gets composted. What is yours comes back to you. Just trusting the flow of energy and your intention. Resting your attention in the center of your head, put a drop of gold in your throat center, your fifth chakra. This is where your intuitive voice lives. So when we have thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that interfere with our intuitive voice, it can be like, where are the places where we need to speak up on behalf of ourselves or others around belonging and sense of acceptance? Where do we know? Where do we just really like we might even hear messages about what we need to say for on behalf of ourselves or others, and we may dismiss them or ignore them. So clearing out any energy that interferes with our capacity to do this for ourselves and others. There might be old, outdated stories that you are speaking into the world that are actually not relevant for who you are today. And you can decide, can I stop telling that story? Do I need to tell that story still? How does it serve me? So from the center of your head, you have that drop of gold light in your fifth, your dumpster outside your bubble of protection. Start to expand the gold, clearing out any thoughts, feelings, or beliefs that belong to you or anyone else. Anything that's not you in this very present moment can get cleared out of this space. Taking a stand for self-acceptance and acceptance of others vocally. Being heard in the world. Expressing your values. Filling your fifth with gold, whatever you no longer need, what no longer serves you, moves into the dumpster. Go ahead and blow it up. Turn it to gold dust. What's not yours gets composted, and what is yours comes back to you through the top of your head. So moving up to your sixth. So you have your attention in the center of your head, and a little bit in front of that is your sixth chakra. And this is your intuitive vision. So putting a dumpster outside your bubble in front of your sixth chakra. And you want to ask yourself, what's blocking my ability to see? Right? So we intuitively see things. Some people get very strong images, other people don't. It's totally okay. And sometimes it's if we actually believe and listen to what we see, there could be loss involved, right? We might have to step away from things that are actually not in alignment with us. And we really, really want to belong. We want a connection. We want families. We want a place. So trust what you intuitively see about people as you encounter them and discern who you belong to. Expanding the gold, moving out any thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that impact your ability to really trust your intuitive vision so that you can find the right people to belong with. And you can start to see who you are rather than believing all the old stories that have been told about you that you tell about yourself. So, intending to come into present time in this moment. Your sixth is filled with gold. Whatever's not yours or you is out in the dumpster. Go ahead and blow up that dumpster, turn it to gold dust. Whatever's not yours gets composted by the universe, and what's yours comes back to you. Remembering that you don't need to settle. Just trusting, building up that trust, that intuitive trust. We worked with vision. Now we're moving up above the top of the head to your seventh chakra, which is your intuitive knowing. It's also receiving guidance from something larger than you, trusting the universe's guidance. Putting a drop of gold there and a dumpster outside your bubble of protection. Expanding this gold to move out any thoughts, feelings, and beliefs that interfere with your ability to really trust the guidance that comes from beyond what you can see. It's something bigger than you, that you belong in a family of things. You belong to something bigger than you. Really, our human experience is about uncovering and re-remembering who we are and that we do belong. We always have. We just have to wade through all of the human stories. So expanding that gold, moving out anything that doesn't belong to you. There can be a lot of institutional control here. If you grew up in a high religious controlling environment, just using your breath to expand the gold and move out anything that's not you or yours out into that dumpster. Go ahead and blow up the dumpster, turn it to gold. Whatever's yours comes back to you. And feeling yourself. Feeling this column of golden light that you have intended and created remembering energy follows intention and attention. Key principle here. The more you do this, the more you will trust that it's true. This is a practice that you can do every day. This used to be a practice that I would do multiple times a day. As we move through our lives, we collect a lot of debris, especially for porous beings. We collect energy from the people around us, and we've inherited stuff from our own families. And so, especially around the holidays, as you're moving into more time with family, we can be more vulnerable to those old stories. So, really practice having that bubble of protection as you move through your days and when you're in certain communities, and feeling this column of light. Remembering energy follows intention. So, what are you intending? Look for proof of belonging rather than proof of not belonging. Asking yourself if there's any chakra or part of you that needs anything else right now. Ask yourself, is there a quality? It might be more love, more peace, more calm. And does that quality have a color? What color would it be? So let's say it's a forest green. Imagine you can have a ball of that forest green, a very concentrated ball, and it's right above the top of your head. Then, like a waterfall, it just flows through your system and finds all the nooks and crannies and places that need more of that quality. And that it just saturates you. You get to be filled with the quality that really would nourish you. Breathing that in with each breath can expand into all the places it needs to go. And knowing that anytime you could wear that color, you can intend this throughout your day whenever you need more of it. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. Hello. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. You can email me at charna.cassell@gmail.com. And I'm wishing you all a very peace-filled month, remembering you are so worth loving and you are cherished, whether you know it or not. Remember, if you would like to join the mailing list, you can go to charnacassell.com and sign up there, and you can find previous meditations on YouTube. All right, be well.